Let's head on up to Colchester, talk some NE10 women's soccer today. We're with Scarlett Brookes, with one of the best teams, not only in the conference, but also in the region, 16 2-1 as we record this. That's the best record in program history. So, Scarlett, congratulations. What's gone
Thank
right for you
you.
guys?
I think we're just connecting well. I think as a team, we have so much trust in each other and we're able to lean on each other to do our jobs. And I think to be a good soccer team, that's what you definitely need to have. A trust and reliability within your positions. And yeah, I think we've just excelled at that this season.
I know this is only your sophomore season, so all you've known in Colchester is school records for wins because you guys did it last year too. Um,
Yes.
but tell me about that building process. Like what goes into what this program has done over the last couple of years to put yourselves in the position you're in right now?
I think that over the past few years, we've really changed our culture of our team and the environment that we're in. We're always lifting each other up, cheering each other on. And I'd always love to say that we always have the loudest bench in the NE10. When I'm on the field, I can always hear my teammates behind me. And it's so helpful when you're playing just to know that you have so many girls behind you that believe in you, and that just want you to do like the best that you can. And it's just a great feeling.
When did you guys realize, like, was there a moment where it clicked that you think, like, oh, like things are falling into place. All this stuff we're doing is working. This is real. We can win.
I think a few games into preseason, when we started scoring a lot more goals and connecting as a team. Um, I think the first few games of the conference, we struggled a little bit, but I think that's just getting our footing. We were playing a lot better teams than we did in preseason, so we just had to up the par and be better. And I think throughout the practices, we worked harder and we worked more for each other, and then it started working a lot better.
I know it's really easy to like be in the moment because this is what you guys are like. You guys are your team, and um, you are the 2025 Purple Knights. But have you taken any like chances to kind of think about the gravity of what you've been able to do and realize like, hey, like we're doing something that hasn't been done here before. We've got a chance to play in the NCAA tournament for the first time ever. Um, like, what does that all mean to you guys?
I think it's definitely on our minds. That's all we talk about, how good we can be and how we can win the whole thing. And we just keep telling ourselves three more games and two more games, one more game, and then we can win and be the champion. And I think that's really what we're looking forward to. But we also have our eyes on the next match, just to put it all out there and not think about later. But yeah, we put everything we have into the game we're in.
Are there motivational things that you guys have? I know some teams will have sayings or songs or movies or posters that they put in the locker room. Like, what do you guys do that has kept your eye on the prize?
Before every game, we do have a quote that we do, and a player will do the quote and then they hand it off to a different player for the next game. And I really do think it's very inspiring because it's your teammate talking and it's not just the coach telling you, oh, you guys can do this, you guys can do this. I think when it comes from a teammate, um, someone you look up to, and it makes it a whole lot more meaningful and it helps us all come together and then play as a team.
What was the quote that you used when it was passed to you
Oh,
this year?
what was the quote? I don't
Or do you have
remember.
one that's stuck with you?
Um, Pressure is a privilege. I always love that quote because it's a privilege to be able to be under this much pressure and to have everyone looking at you and to see if you can pull out a win. And I do think that is a privilege because then they actually think you are something and that you can do something great.
How has the season changed with that pressure? Have you noticed games feeling a little bit different as the year has gone on?
Honestly, I think we go into a game not thinking that we're so much better than the other team. And I think we just go into a game knowing that we have to put everything out there to be able to win. And I don't think we ever came into a game where we thought, oh, we're better, we're gonna win. Like, you know.
It's a good mindset. That's
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
what gets you to the right place. Tell me about your season. To do what you've done this year as a sophomore, to be one of the more prolific goal scorers in the conference. How's that felt? How's it happened?
Well, it's felt great. I do think that to be able to score, it does come from everyone around you, though. So just the whole team lifting me up when I do score, just it does feel really good. But then you also have to realize the people who gave you that pass, who worked behind you, defended, and it all built up to a goal. And I do think my role on this team is to definitely score and to assist, but it also is to be the first line of defense when we're on the defense. And I do think everything that I've done has come from our team. So I don't want to take all of the credit because it definitely is a team effort. So yes, it does feel really good though.
The goal scoring is always the fun part. Like I feel like,
Yeah.
especially when you're a kid, like everybody just wants to score goals. But I feel like as well, as you get older in the sport, um, it's almost harder, right? Like you could be somebody who
Yes.
wants to score goals, but not just the physical act of scoring, but also like the will to do it and the confidence to take the shot, is harder to come by. How hard is it
Yes.
to be a goal scorer?
It is pretty hard. I do think the more you score, the more people expect you to score. So it's difficult because then you're hard on yourself. Like, oh, I should have gotten that shot off. Oh, I should have shot it a little more to the left so that it went in. But I do think that my team is very like they understand. Um, and we are very well-rounded, I think. So we do have a lot of girls scoring a lot of other goals. So it does take a little of the pressure off, but yeah, it's hard to have the amount of goals that you do and then to go into the next game being like, oh, I have to score. So
What's the
definitely
best
a lot of pressure.
what's the best goal scoring celebration you've had this year? You or the
Oh,
team?
well, I'm actually known on my team not to have very good school celebrations. After I score, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I don't really cheer, but
Thank goodness
over
it
the
went
course of
in.
the
Okay, here we
season,
go.
goodness, okay. No, but I think one of my favorite goal celebrations was just the Adelphi game, the first goal. I think that was the like only goal this season where I was like jumping up and down, like hugging all my teammates. It felt so good to score in that game because last year we beat Adelphi and then this year it was our senior day. So we really wanted to show out for our seniors and I was just so ecstatic and I was like really happy.
That's awesome. How did you wind up in Colchester? What made you make the drive up from New Jersey?
So growing up, I've always loved the snow. And I've always had my mindset on going up north for school to be able to live like where there's snow all the time. And that's really what drove me to look for schools up here. But then I went to a showcase. I think it was one of my last showcases senior year. And the coach saw me. She emailed me, and I'm like, well, it's in New England, so I'm gonna go drive up there, visit. And yeah, I just really love the school. All the people here were amazing. It is a smaller school, but I think that's what I was looking for. Um, but yeah, the campus is beautiful, and I'm just really glad I picked here.
Do you ski? Are you allowed to ski? Like, what's the? Do you
So
have to protect your
yeah,
legs?
I've never actually skied before until I came up here. Last year was my first time skiing. We have like a learn to ski thing for like first years. So I tried that out. It was so fun. Like I'm definitely gonna go again. My roommate, Julia Palmies, our center back, she actually has a condo at Sugar Bush. So we've been up there a few times. She's always up there every weekend in the winter. But right now, I think we're holding off until we're done with soccer.
I was gonna say it's probably a fair
Yes.
bet there. Alpine skiing for your final semester? Like, do you add in an extra sport before you're done in college?
Oh, probably not. I don't know if I'd be that good at that.
Um, for soccer, you guys will be successful this year. You will win a conference championship and go to the NCAA tournament if blank. Fill in that sentence for me.
Ooh, if we work together as a team and block everything on the outside out.
On that note, I probably shouldn't ask any more questions about how well you guys can do this year because you've got to block
Yeah,
that stuff out. Um,
yes,
Scarlett, I appreciate you taking the time.
of
Congratulations on all of your success
course.
and best of luck here as you guys make a run for it.
Thank you so much.